gonna look good. The thing about invasive species is that their prominence is due almost solely to human intervention, intentional or not. Sure, animals move on their own, but with limits and a far smaller scope. If humans never intervened in this way, there would likely be much more diversity among animal species. Without the presence of a disruptive species, animals and plants have the ability to flourish in their own environment, ultimately and successfully filling many niches. Invasive species are almost entirely our fault, and it is up to us to help alleviate the problem. Living in Illinois, I always felt there were so many environmental issues I could mentally distance myself from. Issues like endangered species seemed irrelevant, simply because there weren't any I was aware of. But invasive species are a real, tangible problem, even here in Illinois. We have around 65 invasive species present throughout our state, some of which can be found in your own backyard. The problem is real. It is terrible for our local environment. But what can we do? We've already seen a number of ways that plants and animals can be taken care of. But what is there beyond this? Thankfully, there's a lot. Look into local conservation organizations and see if they have any relevant volunteer projects. If they don't, suggest them. Large groups of people can dig up troublesome plants in no time flat, and it can be an incredibly rewarding experience. The Joe Davies Conservation Foundation is a good place to start if you live in that area. If volunteering isn't your thing, write your legislators. Management and care of invasives starts at the government level, and legislation to prevent their spread is a great help. Here's a nifty link to help you with different means of communication, including how to find the representative you wish to contact. Above all, though, the most important thing you can do is educate yourself. Half the battle is knowing they're out there, what they can do, and what they look like. Once you know this, you can begin to learn what can be done about them, and what course of action is most appropriate to take. You can even get creative. Some clever people have utilized non-native plants as paper products or for building, and some even choose to eat them. While the invasive species problem seems intimidating and difficult to overcome, we can do it if we work together. All it takes is an open mind, a cooperative spirit, and a desire to help get the environment back on its feet. I hope you've enjoyed this little exploration of invasive species and that it motivates you to action. Now get out there and stop invasive species from spreading. I believe in you!